Hi, Alfred Brock here with Mr. Sunflower to give you an update on the soil contamination issue we have here. It started out contaminated on one side of the road, and then we discovered another source on the opposite side of the road. And that's very interesting because that started at about 20 feet of contamination. So we saw the evidence of the oil or whatever it is spread for 20 feet. And it's been left like that for nearly 3 days now, even after advising the state and county and advising the people who own the land. It's still there. So now it's spread to almost 120 feet. Isn't that amazing? I don't know what the percentage of increase is on that, but maybe I'll look it up later. If you can do math, you can tell us what you think the percentage is from the increase of 20 feet to 120 feet in 72 hours. You can use any sort of figures that you like. And that's what I got for you today. Is that okay, Mr. Sunflower? All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Hi, I'm Alfred Brock, and I've got some material on the soil across the street from my house, and it looks like it is not supposed to be there. It's some sort of toxic material, and it's a hazardous material, and I know that because Hazmat is going to come clean it up. And but what I would like to do is I would like to learn about what it is, because no one seems to know what it is right now. Now, I don't have a whole lot of money, right? But I do have a piggy bank. Casino money. I don't actually go to the casino, but when I do, well, sometimes I go, but when I do go, my wife's the one who wins. I listen to the band and visit the buffet table. So I'm going to get a little money here, and then you can go along with me at my next stop when I pick up some vessels that we can put some of the material in so we can see it. I'm looking for some clear glass material. I used some brown glass yesterday, but that's not very impressive for anybody. So I got a few coins here, and I'm going to go visit a store nearby. And why don't you come along with me, and that'll be our next stop. Thank you. Hi, I thought we'd come down here and visit the bone of contention. And the bone of contention is that right over there. That's the River Rouge. This is the lower branch of the River Rouge. There's actually 3 branches. I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm going to be talking about the material that's located on the other side of the city, about 1.5 miles away from here. Now, what can happen, or what does happen in the event of something like this? The material comes down into the curb and gets washed into the drain. Now, during a rain event, or when there's any water down there, it moves along pretty quickly. And from that point to the river nearby, the materials could arrive, the toxic materials could travel from the roadway down through the drain and hit the river within 15 minutes. It's got to traverse a little bit of a creek there, which would also be contaminated. So it's a big deal. And it would take about 25 minutes probably for it to get all the way over here. So there's the river that back there behind us. And we got a lot of cleaning up to do here, that's for sure. But we don't need anything added to it, especially when someone who owns the land on which the contamination is occurring could go out and clean it up. We don't need to involve EGLE, the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, and the Wayne County Health Department, and the local administrative offices and departments, practically all of them, and local health departments. And I think we're up to like 3 private corporations. We don't have to do all that. In fact, we're 72 hours into this, and they could have cleaned it up in a couple of hours. They have all the wherewithal they need to do and to take care of that. So we're looking to protect this, because you know what that does? That goes down to the Detroit River, and that's where our drinking water comes out of. So not only is the contamination happening up there where we saw the marker next to a drinking water pipeline, it's coming down here where it'll eventually get down to the Detroit River in a couple hours, where theoretically someone could suck it up in a pipe and then send it back to us at our faucets, okay? So thanks a lot. We'll be talking to you again in a few minutes. Hi, I'm just about to go inside the shop that I was talking to you about earlier. I got $5 in coins, and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see what I can purchase. I'm looking for some clear containers that I can put some water in, and we can see what's going on there. So I'm going to go inside. I'm going to take pictures inside, because I don't want to have them involved in this, because they're not directly involved in it. It's not like the liquid is on their property. If the liquid were on their property, then they would be involved in it, right? And that's why it's a little confusing about the folks that have the liquid on their property. We said that they're not involved. So, well, let me go inside here, because I love the shop here, and I'm going to be in here for a few minutes, and I'll talk to you when I get out. Thanks. Okay, I finished my shopping spree, and I spent $4. And let me show you this first thing I got here, which is not related to what we're doing, but I just wanted to show it to you. I got this for 99 cents. That's a nice looking watering can, isn't it? And we'll see more about that in the future, but I just want to let you know I got that for 99 cents. I got this also. This is a clear container. It's got a top on it, which was very important to me. And it's got some shapes on the outside, but that's okay. It shouldn't affect too much what we're going to use it for later. And I also have this, which is superb, but it's got a little hole on the top. But we're not going to be worried about that because the evaporation will be okay. We're going to be interested initially in putting something in here and seeing what it looks like. And this is really good. See, it's clear glass. And we can see it, it's easy to work with. I can keep it clean, so I don't have to worry about touching what's inside. So I've ended my shopping spree, and now we're gonna head off to check on the samples that I collected and see what's gonna. For this part of what we're doing, I'm gonna give you a little view of what's at stake. Now over my left shoulder is some forest, and this forest area goes down to the River Rouge, and that's the river that we're concerned with. It's a beautiful area down here. There's vernal ponds. That means that the water appears in the springtime, sometimes in the autumn, supporting different types of life, like amphibians, reptiles, rare reptiles like Blanding's turtle, which we have around here. I've seen it personally. And we're trying to restore the fish down in the river, and we can't see the river here because it's back behind those trees, but it flows right through here and on its way into our neighboring community. So this is a large area. It has been destroyed and polluted over time. There's large deposits of other polluted materials in here, and perhaps that's what is being a concern to the folks that are involved with this tiny little spill that could have been cleaned up 72 hours ago, or now I've been informed, perhaps a week ago. This is getting to be a problem, right? But look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? And it's not just beautiful to look at. It's used as a giant laboratory, and we're working with children and young folks in the area who are looking for work or to get retrained, or maybe never had possibilities that others have, so that we can expose them to careers in science, ecology, even manufacturing, and advanced chemical work. And how do we do that? We're studying this place. We're cleaning it up. We intend to identify and catalog the plants and animals that live here, as well as crustaceans, bacteria, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, we got a big job on our hands. And these folks over here, they got a little job on their hands, but they said that they're not involved. Well, talk to you again soon. We've got some of our sample materials here right now, and we're seeing our little jar. You remember this? We just purchased it a little while ago. I got everything for $4, by the way. It was great. So I got a discount there. And in the blue container is some mud. We're going to take a look at the mud separately. Now, after this settles out, after a few hours, we're going to let it sit here, and then we're going to do some of the available tests that we have. We'll start with some visible identification tests, and then we'll move on to some of the tests and that we have, the limited ones that we have, and then we'll report them out. So thanks a lot. Talk to you later.